The facts that I am going. This is like one of those Captain Disillusion things, but like, the fact that I can make this video is because they actually do some pretty obvious things. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I would be like more sketched out if they didn't do these things. Like, if there wasn't like this is just coincidental that there's the funhouse mirrors and some of them because I've done research. Like some of the like the anti-shattering like mirrors are they look like funhouse mirrors. So that I've debunked as being something that is intentional. Um, uh, but something that I want to note, this follows the things that various various authors have talked about with like regimented routines and like the environment and behaviors of others, like certain things being the things that like that certain like things that resemble PTSD, which is something that I feel like I have PTSD, but I think it's just something that resembles it, which is and it's paranoia, it's mental damage from like transportation, being tased sometimes for no reason, but like that's like that I feel like that could cause PTSD. But or like having like a or going without sleep, at all the places like Green Oaks and some of those other psych places, like they tell like so this is actually really helpful advice. They tell you to get 8 hours of sleep, or at least one of the nurses there. Like I don't know what is protocol and what is just somebody being good or like being a good person, but like uh also this little thing on my forehead. I have this little thing that looks like a zit right here. Can't really see it that well, but it's like I I tried to pop it and it wasn't um like it wasn't didn't seem to be a poppable zit. But some of the media, like some of the choice of media and then some of the commercials, some of the media in certain places. But I recently did a video where I talked about like where I broke down some of the things that I've noticed that cause these things. But one sec, imagine you're in like a hospital. It's like, is everything all right? Like hearing something like that after all change in the media, and then like make it like so one of the activities is like they have like they present you with these magazines, right? And they ask you to to tear off pieces of the magazines and then glue them to a board, or glue them to, like as a thing. And I don't know who chose these magazines for the thing, but I've also seen this in various types of media or various types of like well, this has also been apparent in certain like I made a recent video about this where it was like certain things on Halloween and then certain types of like and then you can get this a little bit like if you fall into the like if you give too much attention to certain things like if you fall into a uh, like an advertisement and like say YouTube or something like if you give a lot of attention to a lot of like this has been improved like you don't get this as much but like if you give a lot of attention to like say a video that because I have scopophobia so like somebody like staring directly at you or giving wide eyes um but like I used to like I would like there was this one time where like I saw a lot of media like that and I think it was because of like certain like because of some of the thumbnails from MapHat and then especially Markiplier um like I think they triggered something where a lot of those were seen, and it seemed to have a similar effect to this because there was a lot of thumbnails and a lot of things being recommended that followed the same sort of criteria. So it also sort of wigged me out, as I used to say, a little bit, which is funny because I wear wigs for my characters, but that's just that something similar to chaos with words being similar to other words, and then like going down like rabbit holes of of mental thing like this leads to this thought of or this information about like say single words, like breaking down things beyond what they are, like numbers, like anything, like I don't know, like there are certain things, but like I just wanted. Okay, so here we. So I don't want to get too far into that because that is certain things that like my friend who uh they they talk a lot about their experience with the psych industry, and so, like they had asked me to do that too. So like I have I put in my diary, which is my diary is specifically like it has the book of like the way I used to have my journals and diaries, and then like as the cover, and then it just specifically says my initials and then redacted. So it's like the redacted stuff, like where the media is there. It will never be promoted, but it will exist. Um, but uh, but it's redacted, and it is also any of these vlogs, as per se, are reading my diary or reading me just talking about whatever, just like the types of vlog stuff. But there's a lot of topics that are cognitive hazards sometimes, or are like talking about trauma dumping and stuff, and like negative things that I don't really like to hear about again. Like, because like if you talk about drama or traumatizing things, and then you see them again, like say if you make a video about it, like then it brings it into the future. And so like I try to avoid that on my actual channels and like my actual posts. So for all of my best stuff and all my refined stuff, it won't be my redacted channel. It won't be like those. It won't be a vlog because like I don't like my vlogs. I like every time I make a vlog, like there's something in it that isn't perfect. It's not what I actually want to be see, but it's not like what I want to be known as. Um, and then like I'm also a method actor. Like I do acting, but um, so let's bring up YouTube. And this is the dream machine. This is the like there's endless possibilities here, and then there's like I have games and stuff, but like and like I do editing and like this is like such a fantastic thing. But uh like I could do this on I could record stuff like this and put it on there from my phone or from from like editing for the like for creating stuff. But like the two places where redacted stuff is, like I don't want to see it on the TV, like if it's a video, and I don't want to hear about like I literally like recently on TikTok, um like I have it like if I post something every day on TikTok, and like because with TikTok the thing about it is like a lot of the times you like if it's connected to your contacts in your Facebook, and then or not yeah your Facebook your Facebook friends and your contacts, like the people that you see every day will see your videos, and then like I don't really like hearing about the videos and stuff. So like the stuff that I actually make every day, which is like literally if I just churn out content, most of it's not going to be any good. Like so I just like I try to make things refined. Um, but like I used to like make stuff every day, and then like I had it connected to the Facebook. But I've watched some things for like promotion and stuff. Like literally, like I think that it's gotten to the point where on YouTube and TikTok you have to promote if you want any exposure. Like it's a needle in a haystack. So like literally like my diary, my redacted channel, like unless I show it or link it somewhere, like it'll be there. But like just like any of my other channels that I've never promoted on yet, and I'm never gonna promote the redacted one. But like once I promote our actual channels, like those ones will have exposure. Like if I promote on TikTok, like then I'll start getting numbers. But like the thing about that is like the numbers, like, will they actually come back? Like, will there be people who actually like seek you out to like see your stuff, like, and learn like where, like, what your names or your logos or whatever, to actually find you, like, and just like what you look like for your videos. Um, but I wanted to get in. So this is for the diary. I just one of those magazine things, like, um, let's see, YouTube. So this is something like, like I wanted to make this as a note, because like on an actual channel, like this would be such a comedic and like such an entertaining thing to see, like, to see somebody go into like a into like one of the facilities, and then like, and then have like with music and all and um have like, like actual like cinematic things to, like, just so be able to so people can like laugh about, like, or see that, like, well, oh well, but maybe somebody else like is aware of these things, and I don't feel like it's like, when I saw that picture of it from the It movie, it's like it's real, like, like it was at what it was, it was outside of Spirit Halloween, and then somebody said it's real, and then like they gave me this tape, and like they were messing with me, like they like it was a, like, I don't know if it was, if they bought it special or something, or if they just knew this about this tape, but like they gave me this tape, like, after I'd seen it. It was around Halloween, and whenever you like whenever you would take the tape out and like move it around, you would hear balloons, like, being like balloon animals, like, but like that's what it sounded like, but like, I don't know, I don't know if it was some sort of a gag or something, but like, I don't know, like logically, the odds of that, like, it seems like that could be like a delusion, right? But this is also something that could be a delusion, like what I'm about to show you, like, so there was these magazines, right? And then there was like all the the educational things with the cartoon characters that had eyes like the ones that I was talking about, that look worried, or look what kind of in distress or worried, like those sorts of looks. And they were like, I've seen things like that. I've seen the worried type, which I talked about in the previous video, but then I've also seen like the scopophobia with the wide eyes, which is another type that you see on Halloween sometimes, or around Halloween sometimes. But that's not usually. I like most of the time I don't see that kind, like the scopophobia. Like literally, like scopophobia is an actual fear, and it's something that can be triggered by like having wide eyes stare at you. But like that worrying thing, like it let's see, YouTube. That worrying thing, like with the cartoon eyes, with the big eyes, and then like with this, like, um, it's okay. YouTube. Oh, I made this thing, like one of the things that I developed. Like, there's this thing that you can get where you can have the old iOS icon for YouTube, as like the as on Windows as the thing, like the but like this is a little bit of a disillusion, or it's a little bit of analysis of what's going on here. But like, so if you give somebody who's schizophrenic, or anybody who's ever been through anything, and if they are worried, they're panicking, like they're having all these, like, cuz like, in order to successful, you have to understand paranoia and paranoia, and you need to understand everything in between, and then you need to learn about the worry loop and break the worry loop. Certain medications for schizophrenia, they will help you with that, and they will also help you with delusions, which is something that like it really does help with this. But there are certain things that are a little bit like, I don't know, like I don't know what to think about some of these things, because like it's like these are I don't know. Like I'm not gonna go too far into what I think about it. Rather, I'm just going to share some of my experience and like from whatever. But like so there was the magazines, there was the things, and then I asked them I because there was actually this was actually like not just me, but like it was actually with other people, and so like some of them were there to get to put on medication. Some of them were there because they like to visit the place. Um, because like that one of them even said it's like a hotel, and then they also have AA there, and they have good food. Like it's paid for by the medical insurance, right? And but like some of the people are admitted there, and there's a difference between the people who are admitted there and who are not. Like if my stepdad is doctor shopping, if he says the things that he says, like if he talks about me in the way that he talks about me in the past, or like isn't aware of like how much I've worked on my own behavior and like how much I've worked to improve myself, like and like or here's like false things about me, like or if somebody's just making up a bunch of stuff and reporting like because it's like if there is a problem, like 90% of the time it's always the staff, but like that is simply because I've ruled out I've done my best to rule out the possibility of it being me. But like most of, but like where I live now, like most of the time, that's not a problem either because like it's just like everything's just great and like it's like uh like anything is like everything just goes back to being fine really like it's all good. Like there's managers, there's like it's a great environment. And I've learned certain things with coping mechanisms and setting clear boundaries and stuff. And for me, I've tried to have the best behavior and coping mechanisms and get 8.5 to 12 hours of sleep, not 8 hours, but 8.5 to 12 hours. And I'm super productive, and I create things and I do things, um, like like that I love doing, like things that make me happy. Like I make creative like videos. Like this isn't one of the ones that I like, cause I don't like making this video. This is just a diary entry talking about like recently I made a video where I was analyzing something that wasn't quite that logical, about something that I saw somebody talking about from a book that seems on TikTok. Um, but like the book doesn't seem to be like it seems like it would be a book that is very misleading and doesn't like and leads you on a thought like on information that is false. um which is not a type of book that I would want in my library. I also wouldn't want a book with artwork or educational book with these types of like where they stare at the camera or where there's like the worried like or in distress sorts of looks because I don't like to because it sort of like sets a certain um like it literally like if you see people worried or like in distress and like I've even seen like I don't know if this is a protocol or something but like there's this one nurse that I talked about or who was a guy and he and then also I think uh, like this is something you can do to mess with somebody who's schizophrenic or literally anybody. Like if you are alone with somebody and then like somebody was alone with me, like there was my therapist, there was my my stepdad, there was this nurse at the thing where they would just like that they would do that like they would and it was like literally that causes paranoia, that causes worrying, that causes like is of course because like they're in distress, they look worried, like they look like something's wrong, and like it is like and then like another thing like that is along the lines of that of talking about that is people like there are a lot of things like not just the narrative of the room, but there are certain things that people can say in a room that like bullying somebody or being manipulative or bullying somebody by saying something that is to upset somebody that is specific to them, which is something that I've done that's happened to me recently or within the past like few months or something. But like I don't do a whole lot of like talk about like specific people's like like the certain people who like have a lot of behaviors and like have a lot of like maybe are like have these certain things about them are disrespectful or something. Like I don't talk about those in the videos or specific people because and I don't and I try or sometimes I write about it, but it causes distress to me. It causes like anxiety. It causes all these things. But like something I wanted like literally I've seen artwork on the wall. I've seen artwork on like done by people who's like there's this drawing of just fear. I didn't draw it, but like he said there's so much fear in that photo and then there's this other video that I saw on TikTok and like somebody was making fun of it. They used a sound that was like, "Oh, he must be crazy," and like and but it like it was that one sound where it was talking about it like something a crazy person did, but like it was over somebody who had drawn like artwork on their wall. But like the artwork that they drew, it was all like it seemed like artwork that I drew or would draw whenever I was having like but like what I saw on the wall was them talking about or them trying it seemed like they were trying to make sense of like a plethora of like things that were troubling them. Like I like as like things that like maybe they've been through, maybe certain things in their life. But like so it made me a little bit like I was like I really felt for whoever made that art because of some of the things that were in it. But like I recently like I had been drawing in crayon. I have crayons now, but like if you draw like if you specifically draw and instead of drawing like a character or something, if you draw like things like if you draw like try to write like words or stuff sometimes it like if because there can be so much there can be so many negative behavior there can be so much that you've been through that like if you try to write it like it just like spirals out of like so much that troubles you and then you're seeing it and then it causes all this stress and then you draw more of it um but I think that if you give somebody crayons and they draw stuff like that and where it's stuff about like like negative things like that are real like they are real logical things that maybe they've been through or whatever that like it just looks like the scram like the scribbles of like a crazy person because of the craziness of either paranoia or paranoia. I think that paranoia is also a little bit too crazy, but like and then paranoia is something that could be crazy, but like I feel like there's a spectrum to it. Um but here we go. So like let's look at let's bring up for this concept for like in a in a uh like a like something that's scripted for like acting and I've seen some creators who have been diagnosed with various things like they've made things with fictional characters who have like superpowers and stuff where they are in a facility and like it was really and then like where they were where they showed themselves on medication and then like they were banging their head in a wall because of how it was affecting them or maybe it was because before they had taken it or something but it was really relatable. I feel like it seeing people going through similar struggles or people talking about similar struggles or things that maybe make you feel uneasy or make you feel a bit because like my therapist used to say like you know people are out to get you is something that paranoid schizophrenia is like that's like what does that even mean like people out to like but like that's another one of those things like with words and stuff like because like my therapist out to get and literally like he would pick me up to get something to eat and then but there was that other time when he was like all those cars on the road and he had his eyes wide like all those cars on the road like he I don't know but like that's literally like it seems crazy with me talking about it, but like some of those things I think that like I think my I don't know. Like I think this like I don't know. I like maybe he knows psychology, but like I feel like maybe there were certain things with certain people who did hypnotism on me, or like my therapist, like who maybe like that who really helped out in a lot of ways, but like maybe they had some manipulative or some really like messing with you types of stuff with where like literally like I saw somebody when I was this is something that somebody did, like real like there was somebody who like I was talking to them, and it was near the thing. It was near the end of um it was near the end of like the schizophrenia stuff. So like this could be a delusion, but like they did this, and this is something like you can see this on video, like literally like I've seen I see you're about to get the shot and stuff. So like, but they like whenever I was looking at them, they did this, and like I don't know if you saw that, but like literally like that's making you think that oh was that a delusion? But it was like it was right whenever I was off of the whenever but like literally you just saw it, like literally like you could make a cartoon of somebody holding glasses in front of the eyes where it is like where it is clear through it, but like where it's foggy around it, but like you can see the fog and you can see where it's clear, like if you can see, like I don't know. But let's see. Let's mystery noise effect. But like, I really like that. Like, I've coming up with No Bark Newman as the name for my for my diary because I've played Fallout New Vegas, and um like he talks crazy about like certain things like in the game, like it's all fictional in it, but like what he talked about was like he spoke some truth about like some real things that were going on in the game, but it seemed like really crazy and like aliens and stuff, but that's all like the wild wasteland perk in that game. Mystery noise effect. um but like what's I'm gonna see if I can get Copilot to bring this up. So hey, can you get me a YouTube video of like Foley of like a what not like a like I'm looking for a very specific type of a mystery, like maybe you just notice something and like it's the song that the something that plays and was sort of like a psychological like a thriller or a psychological horror where there's like maybe where it or like where there's like where there's where maybe people are doing certain things, or like maybe they're doing noisemakers and nobody else sees them, but like maybe they have the noisemakers in the headphones, but like only you can hear the makers and they're like off to the side or something, like those sorts of things, like those like he hear like there's the noises that sound kind of like there's crickets, and then there's like the noises that are ambient near that one hospital, and there were actual crickets and stuff. And then my stepdad brought me by that McDonald's that like I recently I walked to that McDonald's, and it has like every other McDonald's like is just McDonald's, but like this one has the most delicious pictures of food, and then he didn't get me any of the food, and I was hungry. But like I think one time he got it from that McDonald's, but like I don't know, like that's like making the food look extra good at that McDonald's near the thing, and then having like the ambient sound and the crickets, and then like my stepdad bringing me in there and being like, hey, he's hearing crickets, and then like oh, and then the doctor went along with it, and like he was like, yeah, we need to get him on some meds, and this was at like a like this. Anyway, so Copilot, could you get me like for like if you just notice something that seems sort of like uncanny valley, like off place, like something that is like a mystery, like something that is strange, like maybe the third time you see it. Like I recently learned, or one time I was reading about like the story narrative of the uncanny valley and what causes that fear. So like if you can get me a YouTube video that is the sound effect Foley for that sort of a like that plays whenever something sort of off or strange happens, and then you hear that.
It sounds like you're looking for a specific type of sound effect, a sort of eerie, unsettling audio cue that you might hear in psychological thrillers or horror movies whenever something just feels off or uncanny. I can definitely help with that. I'll find a YouTube video that features this kind of Foley sound effect, something that gives you that creepy ambiance as if you just noticed something mysterious happening. Let me pull that up for you.
I wonder, like, if you were to use AI like music remover to separate that sound that plays in that one It movie, the new one, like. There's that specific sound it makes you feel uneasy and scared, and it's a specific sound in the movie. I wonder, like, if you were to like watch the movie without that background music, going on when something happens, like, and then you hear it as the thing, and like if the thing had happened and you didn't hear that, like in that certain amount of time, like after that, why, like, what it was like, literally I saw the movie, and it was just showing scenes of like a road and stuff, and because of the noise, it made it scary, and made it spooky. Like I think it might have been one of the It movies. But okay, so sorry, and okay, so I need just a specific, a specific quick cue sound effect. Let's try this one. So but yeah, like this stuff was going on, and I feel like it was having some sort of like a subliminal look, like the specific expressions on these things. I asked one of the other people to draw. Hey, could you draw me a face with eyes, and the eyes were like, they were like this wide eyes with the dot in the middle. They looked like all the artwork, or like that was being shown to us, and like and the weird thing is, like, I knew that they do this, and the weirdest thing is that the one magazine that I kept to the magazine that I kept to because it like it had some things in it, but like it didn't have anything that was like that had this certain filter to it. And then they brought in the magazines, and I brought out the magazine. You know, where'd you get that? Oh, he knew it was gonna, um, but like this magazine happened to be a magazine featuring New Orleans, which is such a because of the nature of not New Orleans, but like yeah, the New Orleans, yeah, like some of the some of the things about that New Orleans place. But it just happened to be a magazine that was New Orleans, that was all about New Orleans, that was one of the ones that was available before they switched over to the other ones for the activity. So let's see. Okay, I'm looking for specifically a piano riff, single sound effect fully. This is like I'm gonna do it with the sound effect, and then I'm gonna do it without it. But like, all right, so I just want like maybe 2 seconds approximate. Mystery piano string. There it is. Okay, okay, here we go. So I think I've actually seen something like this where there was like a cartoon character who was like in the hospital. I think it might have been Looney Tunes. Not Looney Tunes. That's what it's all about in Looney Tunes. So no, that's not it. Piano. No, okay, we want mystery piano string. Let's look that up on YouTube. So first I'm just gonna show this. So like this is just one of the things like this like I don't know, it seems like it's disturbed, or maybe it's even like on something that is affecting the cat's mind. But like other than the fact that the cat is giant above a building. But like all of the media was like this. Like it wasn't just this. I just picked this one because there. Oh, mysterious string. This is probably it. Not it. And I'm not looking for the Wild Wild Wasteland one. I'm looking for a very specific. Oh, it looks like these ones might be it. So one. Let's try. That's the black and white movie. That'd be funny though if you did that. No, that's too scary. We're looking for more mystery. No, this is probably a specific thing. I'm looking for a very specific type of sound. No. Let's try right here. Now this one's too much of like a this we're looking for more of this Foley for like a I'll just make it with my mouth. So like so here we go. This is one of the magazines. Like cut this out and like oh everything's fine. Just we're gonna give you these magazines. So it's just kind of just pick some photos and paste them on the thing. And I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that activity. But like, look at this, all of them. Look at that cat. I'm gonna all of like imagine just seeing all the media, and it looks exactly like all the like, and then like if you see this, like you see people, or you see this, and they're like this. They're worried. They're maybe there's some uncanny valley, or maybe they're staring at you or something, or maybe they're being manipulative. Like that's all stuff that would trigger like everything is not okay. It would trigger like fear and worry. Like literally like there was a guy in a police thing like that. Like this is another one. This is straight out of the Playboy or like the what was taught to me from this YouTube video that was talking about uncanny valley. It's like third times like a pattern and stuff. But like this was just 2 times. But like where something strange like and then something else comes like that is the same thing, that is like what something's going on here. But like there was this police officer who looked like and at this place I feel like I remember like being tased in the back of a what it was like a it was like a like literally I was strapped like because they strap you down to a chair and then they transport you, but like because of things said about you, or but like it's actually not because of the things said about you, it's actually pretty standard, is what they told me. Like, but I'm not sure because maybe it's because of the nature, because it's a psych thing, but like, um, I think that maybe they just told me that, but I feel like maybe they would have because of some of the ways that my stepdad talks about me, like some of the stuff like when like he's like he's a I or he's not right, and like there's things like saying specific things that if you say these things like about the mental health or about or about the behavior or anything about any specific person, and you tell the psych industry these things, then they will put you on meds. They will like every like they will like it will discredit like any like literally like, I made my Forcos thing which was like a video about like oh like he's one of the things from it was like oh this guy is thanks crazy guy for your input, because like if you give them your input, like they're literally like most of these places there's a staff that you have to like they administer the meds, and then like depending on what it is um but like what are like you see something da da da, and then there but I've talked about some of the things that are like well, like literally, like there something that like I because I'm used to these things like happening, but like in these places, but like there was a police officer, and he was just like he came out of the door, and he was like I think he might have been the one who tased me in the back of the thing before, but like he was staring straight at me, and I just looked to the side because literally he was at the end of the hall, and he was staring straight at me, and he looked like he was gonna do something to me. Like it was very scary. But then like a little bit later, like there were these other police officers. They were smiling, or but they looked like it was a comforting like they all looked right and they looked fine. And there was a few of them, and they I was standing in one of the places in the place. All the police officers look fine. Like this other police officer, like it like literally like seeing that and then seeing the other ones where everything looked fine. That sort of a switch up seems like something where it's like, oh, did I just was that a delusion of that police officer that just looked that was looking at me like that, and then seeing the other ones that looked absolutely fine, that like that's like was the first one a delusion? Was that me being paranoid? Like was that or was that the guy who tased me in the back of like whenever I was strapped down in the back of a like of a of a whatever you call it, like a but like literally like doing a like a face, and then or like doing something or saying something like literally like my therapist, like I would tell him about things, like, and I stopped telling him about things because like I would say certain things about like my stepmom mistreating me or whatever, or bullying me, and he was like one time like and he would my therapist would make me question my like what was real, like literally like he would reference things that I had said to him, that people had said, and then or whatever, like like I don't know, like there were certain things about my therapist that I didn't trust, and I feel like I had a reason to, because if you tell him very specific things that like very logical things that you have witnessed, or like hearing crickets or whatever, and then he tells you that like one of your things is like plugging in things to your one of your things is like plugging things to your computer, or it's like just plugging in all those wires or all those people on the road, or like or when you would say that like yeah you talk about a lot of things that people say, and and they like they're not true, or nobody said those things, like or you're the bully whenever I talk about people who bully me. Like I don't know. But like, look at that cat. I don't know. I don't like something about see like having upon repeated images of like figures like this, like that's like to people who like say you are trying to see if they're schizophrenic, if they have paranoia, if they're schizophrenic, if they're delusional, and then like you're putting people on meds for delusion, and then you show them stuff like this, and like you make them question like things, and like certain things happen that are uh, that are horror tactics, and things that are like I'll give them a pass on that funhouse mirror, but like what are like if you make somebody question their sanity, or make them think that they're delusional, like what or like or not that like this like somebody like that, like at the end of the thing they're like, no, that's too. That's like literally like they made it like a different expression, and then they moved it back to the real one really quickly, and it was something that like that's just messing with somebody. Like that's just like messing with somebody who they know is coming off of their the like what are like because what I told them was that like 2 3 days before like then like I start getting worried, I start getting paranoid, um and she did the thing to test that, but like look at all these scribble, like I have lots of papers from whenever I was there, whenever I would I drew some of the things that I, because I was super creative and I was drawing like Invader Zim, and then I just tore it up because like oh I can draw this right now because like but like literally I've analyzed, I've dug deep into what these meds actually do and how they stop delusion, and some of the things like I feel like I can get more excited, or I can get more grandiose. I can get more like literally like it's easier to churn out content, like to keep posting TikToks, and then to get a lot of followers whenever I am like really excited, or like just coming up with all these ideas, like or getting excited with the D2 receptor or whatever, like of the certain things whenever I create the content, or being able to go longer hours or whatever. But I do want to say like I do have a little bit, like there is a little bit of the um like whenever I'm off of it, like it really does help. Like I'm talking about these things that these experiences and stuff, but like at the same time, like the meds help. Like they help with like fear, worry, like delusion a little bit. Like literally but like some things like this is like I promise this is not AI, or unless this is made by AI, but like this picture is a real picture from a magazine. Like this is something that is solid, that I can look at this and I can take pictures, I can show this to somebody else, and like but at the same time, the actual delusions where you're overthinking, and your mind comes up with things, or you worry to the point of delusion based on like mental damage or whatever, or PTSD, stuff that resembles PTSD, like this actually, because this is like a real picture, like this is much better than than any kind of like, because sometimes but like the like one time there was this flashing light on the street, right? And like I don't know, like I feel like I saw visions of certain things, like that were that like there was a broken light on the street, and like there were certain things that I saw that weren't really there, and the med really does help with those sorts of things. But like some of these things are hard to deny, like some of those uncanny valley things, but like I don't know, like I feel like the fact that I see this, and and I'm analyzing this, and that I can actually like see this, but like I don't know. Would they not want me to show this? Would they not want me to have this magazine, or the AI, strange AI stuff, that where they're specifically prompted to show stuff like this in like motion picture, like I don't know. but I have like all the drawings and stuff, and a lot of it was like specific drawings of like well, this is something. It's like it's a drawing of a. I have a picture of it somewhere. It's a race car that I made, and like um it was thrown away. Like that's not a delusion. Like somebody took my race car and they threw it away. Like but I was literally like I was just like like just create. But like at the same time, if you keep creating, and every little thing that you think about like is just like exploding with ideas and brilliance. Like you will be scribbling stuff if you talk about too many things or you draw too many things that are about like things that like maybe somebody like something that happened to you or something like literally it's like in those FNAF movies, which is FNAF is like those FNAF movies like that is basically that is like this the same sort of like a question your sanity. Like it literally like it makes you like the whole horror of those of like especially the movies like it's all about like it's all about like making you question like it's like it's I've analyzed those movies and it's like they're really similar to like the horror of it is really similar to this or that one video where Matt Pat was my voice and and it just showed this really disturbing strange version of Matt Pat like I don't know like I feel like that's something like this cat where it's like something that you can actually tangibly see that is like that is something that is real. It's something real that is meant to be scary. But like I feel like people out to get you, that being your paranoid or that being your the thing that's mentally wrong. I feel like any kind of like thinking that like any kind of extreme for paranoia or paranoia like or Murphy's law or the opposite of Murphy's law, everything that can go right will go right, or like everything that can go wrong like everything just goes wrong like what are those extremes of like the of like paranoid schizophrenia is specifically what it was, and it's the most common kind. And if you're paranoid, like if you have symptoms that resemble PTSD, like I feel like that sort of stuff is like really like maybe there's things you've been through, maybe there's real like and then like people trying to trigger those things or to mess with you and those sorts of things is really unprofessional and it is wrong. Um, but at the same time, like it like having this image, like it really is like a solid piece of like a thing that like I can look at and be like that's real and that's something that is really a little bit uh like it has a certain effect having a lot of images like that like I asked somebody to draw a pair of eyes and it looked exactly like all the images. It was like subliminal or something like those real things like it's like almost like it's a tactic to like get you in the minds or and to get you paranoid or whatever. But like I really do like I have like I have like I think I do have that, but I don't know. But I was just laughing at these images. Like I was like, oh, there's that. And I was like this these images, and I was so happy with like I was doing sit down comedy and stuff. But like some of those things are like maybe negative traits of people that like those things about Steve. Like Steve was like really helpful. Like he was such a great mentor. But like there are certain things like that that I think maybe or maybe like my stepmom being a bully or whatever. Like that like they're great. Like I love my step parents, but like I feel like I don't know like the longer you live with somebody, right? But like I feel like there are certain things that like if like that like maybe it doesn't have to be that way. Like there are certain things maybe if you set clear boundaries and you have great behavior and you're virtuous and stuff. And I feel like feel like the everything can be great. Like it can be as close to paranoia as close to the opposite of Murphy's law. Everything that can go right will go right, and it's all good. But but I really wanted to I couldn't find the exact sound that I wanted to use, but there's a specific sound that you would hear. Like imagine it's literally it's comedy. Like having somebody like, but like the thing is like in the comedy thing, you would probably have like the thing that would make it funny. Like literally, like you would have somebody freaking out because they're seeing these things and everybody's acting like everything's fine. Um, like they're seeing the artwork of the cat. They're seeing the strange like the things or the things that are, um, like literally like those commercials like of like medications and stuff, like um like if somebody like but for the definition of crazy, I know I'm not crazy like because I am a logical rational person and I'm really smart, but like people talking about you falsely or like I don't know. But like some of those things where it's like where you have the I'm having trouble thinking. I don't know what it is. But I'm really happy today because I just got this I replaced the comfy chair that I would sit at on my computer, which like the armrest didn't work right. I really I want that chair, and I would have had to save up for it, and my stepdad got it for me as a gift, so I'm so grateful. But I feel like having a redacted like a diary thing, safe place to talk about anything. Like I feel like that's really helpful. But one of the worst times when somebody talked about me being delusional was when I had the toolbox and like I was tased and then I was brought to Methodist and Richardson, and like I had wanted him to leave me alone, and like the police showed up at the door and he was there. He had the camera and or the phone, and he was acting like he was filming me while they were getting me. But like I just I told him my stuff. Like I'd lost everything, and I had stuff in the shopping cart, and it was in that hotel room. I didn't get everything back. The toolbox was one of the specific things, and like they said that they sent my stuff to my stepdad, and he told the court that my that I was delusional because because I had made a video where I talked about like how I had the toolbox and now I don't have it. But I've got new tools, and I have like I have like a drawer that like where I have the tools, and then I have within the thing like it also doubles as a filing cabinet, but I didn't actually get like an expensive filing cabinet. I got this thing, which is pretty smart. I used to have one of these before everything was destroyed. Like somebody broke into my apartment. Was out grocery shopping and they started a fire in my apartment. But like I had one of these. I had like a whole thing of important papers, and they were actual, real important papers, and like I had all my like. But I put important papers on this label, so I have it, and it took 4 years to to get back all the furniture to recover, but like mental damage, like I don't know, like it takes a long time. I don't know, like the stuff you've been through, like how it affects you, but like I feel like maybe some of the, like having the psych ward twice on my thing as like, oh, it's in the corner, so I don't have to go there. The reason why I got that, why I got that printed out from Amazon was because one of the creators that I follow had it on their wish list. They wanted to have it in the corner and where they are, because like that's something that they had on their wish list, and like so I just took a screenshot and printed it out. Because I thought, oh, I don't know, that might be something that's like to have on the wall. I'm probably gonna take it down at some point because like, I don't know. I like having motivational posters and like good vibes, like that time to be kind back there that I saw somewhere on a friend's video. Like somebody had it on their wall, and so I cut out time to be kind with an arts and craft project. So good. The packets are where it's at. This is the shirt myself stuff that got me, and like I have a sign that says alpaca crossing, and it's so good. It's but um like one time there was similar advertising at like a Subway. Like somebody took me to Subway and it was around Halloween, and like literally like having like this cup that was the crazy emoji cup. Like literally, like whenever I would see these sorts of images, like I would think it was me. Like I don't know, like but like somebody one time I had these two cups with emojis on them, and one of them were that kind of face on the emojis. It was the crazy emojis, and then one of them was an emoji cup where they were completely fine looking emojis. I don't know if there's like a store you go to, or a magazine, specific magazines you can get, or like a store you could go to, like a Halloween store or something that has like where you can find an emoji cup, and then you can find a similar one that is like exactly the same but like has spooky eyes, and you can look at both of them. Like I don't know where like I don't know, like certain things, like if you want to have something produced, or like if you're looking for something, you can usually buy it online. But like I don't know. But I like my other video didn't go into didn't talk about because I'm just talking everywhere on all sorts of different subjects and kind of bouncing around on this video. But the other one, some of the other ones are more in order and coherent. This has like been a little bit less more scattered of a vlog, but I think it's one that I wanted to make for myself. And this is redacted. This is my diary. Like I don't really want to talk about this. I just wanted like my performance videos, my lip sync videos, the stuff that I would show people. I don't even want to the stuff that I make every day on TikTok. I don't have my friends can't see it. Or like if I promote, it'll be all, like, or even if I promote to YouTube, I might like all those people in the UK who watch my videos on YouTube, and it'll be my main YouTube channel. But I don't know. Like I think Rumble, like maybe not doing YouTube, maybe just putting lip sync videos on Rumble might be better. Because I have a lot of Let's Plays and like Minecraft videos on Rumble for like roleplay and like playing with dolls or whatever. But in simulation is really what, like, because I developed something that took years of like experience with modding Minecraft, and I've developed some really great mod packs that I've tried to archive like in places. Anyway. You just read my diary, and I hope it wasn't on the TV. Thank you.